R. Kelly, born Robert Sylvester Kelly, is an American singer, songwriter, actor, and record producer whose career has been marked by tremendous success and equally significant controversy. At his peak, R. Kelly was a dominant force in the music industry, with a net worth that possibly reached as high as $100 million. However, due to various legal troubles and financial mismanagement, his net worth has plummeted to negative $2 million. In April 2020, while making a case for his release from prison, Kelly revealed to a judge that he owed nearly $1.9 million to the IRS, among other debts. This financial downturn stands in stark contrast to the immense wealth he once enjoyed. Kelly's fall from grace is a dramatic one, illustrating how swiftly fortunes can change. During the 1990s, R. Kelly was a powerhouse in the R&B genre. If he sang it, the song was almost guaranteed to be a hit. His solo debut in 1993 marked the beginning of a prolific period that lasted until around 2001. During this time, he released a string of chart-topping hits that earned him the nicknames the King of R&B and the Pied Piper of R&B. Some of his most memorable hits include Bumpin' Grind, I Believe I Can Fly, Gotham City, If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time, I'm a Flirt, and the epic narrative series Trapped in the Closet. R. Kelly's impact on the music industry is undeniable. He has sold nearly 40 million albums in the United States alone and another 54 million worldwide. As a solo artist, he has released more than a dozen studio albums, nearly all of which have charted in the top 10, with 5 reaching the coveted #1 spot. His career accolades include 24 Grammy nominations, with 3 wins, underscoring his talent and influence in the music world. However, Kelly's personal life has been marred by controversy and legal battles. Despite his musical genius, he has faced numerous charges, including sex trafficking, child pornography, and racketeering. These charges culminated in several convictions, one of which resulted in a 31-year prison sentence. R. Kelly is incarcerated at the FCI Butner Medium 1 prison complex. Imagine the vibrant streets of Chicago's South Side in the late 60s, where a young Robert Sylvester Kelly was born on January 8, 1967. From an early age, the rhythm of the city seemed to sync with his heartbeat, setting the stage for a life steeped in music. Driven by an unyielding passion, Kelly made the audacious choice to leave high school, trading textbooks for the echoing tunnels of Chicago's subway system. There, among the clattering trains and bustling crowds, he honed his craft, mesmerizing passers-by with his soulful voice and undeniable talent. Kelly's big break came in a dramatic twist of fate when he entered the television talent show Big Break. With a dazzling performance that left the judges and audience in awe, he clinched the grand prize of $100,000. This victory was more than just a financial windfall. It was the launching pad for his burgeoning career. In 1991, Kelly's talent caught the attention of Jive Records, one of the leading labels in the industry. Seizing this golden opportunity, he inked a deal that would propel him into the limelight. Alongside his group Public Announcement, Kelly released the album Born into the 90s in 1993. The album was a fresh and compelling blend of new jack swing and R&B, with hits like She's Got That Vibe and Honey Love resonating with fans across the nation. In November 1993, R. Kelly stepped into the solo spotlight with the release of his debut album, 12 Play. The album didn't just make waves, it created a tsunami, thanks in large part to the sultry, chart-topping single Bumpin' Grind. Its success was phenomenal, catapulting the album to 6 times platinum status and solidifying Kelly's place in the R&B pantheon. Simultaneously, Kelly was expanding his musical empire by producing records for other artists. His knack for crafting hits and his keen ear for talent didn't go unnoticed. In 1992, Kelly had a fateful meeting with music producer Barry Hankerson, who introduced him to his incredibly talented 12-year-old niece, Aaliyah. Despite her young age, Aaliyah's vocal prowess was undeniable, and Kelly saw her potential immediately. Taking her under his wing, Kelly produced and wrote every track on Aaliyah's debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, released in 1994. The album was a runaway success, going double platinum and spawning several hit singles. Songs like Back and Forth and At Your Best You Are Love became anthems, showcasing Aaliyah's smooth vocals and Kelly's masterful production. This collaboration marked the beginning of Aaliyah's illustrious career, and demonstrated Kelly's talent for nurturing and launching new artists. The synergy between Kelly and Aaliyah was electric, and their work together remains influential in the music industry to this day. Through 12 Play and his groundbreaking work with Aaliyah, R. Kelly cemented his status as a powerhouse in the world of R&B, both as a performer and a producer. In 1995, R. Kelly's self-titled album, R. Kelly, exploded onto the music scene, selling 4 million copies and firmly establishing him as an R&B titan. This success was just the beginning of a golden era for Kelly. Shortly after, he released the iconic single, I Believe I Can Fly, which not only topped the charts but also clinched 3 Grammy Awards, becoming an anthem of inspiration and hope. The 2000s saw Kelly releasing a string of multi-platinum albums, each showcasing his versatility and dominance in the music industry. Among his notable works was the multi-part hip-hop opera, Trapped in the Closet, a unique project that he unveiled to radio stations in short, suspenseful portions. This innovative narrative kept fans eagerly anticipating each new installment, with the final portion officially released to the public in the spring of 2010. R. Kelly's prolific career boasts 14 studio albums, 5 compilation albums, and 3 collaboration albums. His talent and influence have been recognized with numerous awards. In addition to his 3 Grammys, Kelly has amassed an impressive collection of accolades, including several American Music Awards, a BET Award, and multiple Billboard Awards. His most recent albums, Black Panties and The Buffet, continued to demonstrate his ability to evolve and stay relevant in the ever-changing music landscape. Beyond his recording success, Kelly has been a powerful live performer. He has embarked on 12 official tours around the world, spanning from 1994 to 2013, captivating audiences with his dynamic stage presence and undeniable charisma. These tours not only cemented his reputation as a compelling live act, but also expanded his global fan base. As R. Kelly's career reached new heights, so did the intensity of the controversies surrounding him. Despite his undeniable musical talent, his personal life became a battleground of legal battles and public scrutiny. The scandal surrounding his marriage to Aaliyah, which was shrouded in secrecy and controversy due to her underage status, cast a long shadow over his reputation. The subsequent annulment only served to further fuel speculation and condemnation. In his second marriage to Andrea Lee, there were glimpses of normalcy as they built a family together. However, behind closed doors, reports of tumultuous relationships and allegations of abuse emerged, revealing a darker side to his personal life. As accusations of sexual abuse and exploitation mounted, Kelly found himself embroiled in legal battles that threatened to overshadow his musical legacy. The stark dichotomy between his artistic brilliance and his personal transgressions became a focal point of public discourse, prompting soul-searching within the entertainment industry and beyond. R. Kelly's financial woes were compounded by his staggering tax debt, which amounted to nearly $5 million in unpaid taxes to the IRS. The revelation shed light on the extent of his financial mismanagement and underscored the precarious state of his finances. The breakdown of his unpaid taxes by year painted a grim picture of his fiscal irresponsibility. From 2005 to 2010, Kelly amassed a staggering debt to the IRS, with each year's delinquent taxes contributing to the mounting total. The figures, totaling over $4.8 million, highlighted the magnitude of his financial obligations and the challenges he faced in rectifying his fiscal situation. Had he not been burdened by legal troubles and financial missteps, Kelly's net worth could have soared to astronomical heights, potentially surpassing $100 million. However, the combination of legal settlements, divorce proceedings, and unpaid taxes took a significant toll on his wealth, leaving him in a precarious financial position. The saga surrounding R. Kelly's financial and legal troubles provides a stark contrast to the glitz and glamour often associated with the music industry. Despite his past success and fame, Kelly found himself embroiled in a series of challenges that have significantly impacted his career and personal life. In July 2018, R. Kelly released a 19-minute song on Spotify, addressing numerous allegations against him. In the song, he openly discussed his financial struggles, claiming to be broke and reliant on touring just to pay rent. His admission of owing the IRS $20 million at one point, and borrowing several $1 million from his label to cover expenses shed light on the depth of his financial woes. Furthermore, his inability to tour in many countries overseas due to controversies and frequent protests during his U.S. tours exacerbated his financial situation. The situation worsened when streaming services like Spotify stopped featuring his songs in public playlists, limiting his potential for revenue from streaming. In January 2019, building inspectors were granted permission to search R. Kelly's rented recording studio in Chicago due to multiple renovations without permits. Reports surfaced that Kelly owed significant unpaid rent to the building owner. RCA Sony, Kelly's record label, announced in January 2019 that they were putting all future music releases on hold and refusing to fund new music videos. This decision came in the wake of the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, which reignited public scrutiny over his alleged sexual misconduct with minors. Eventually, RCA Records terminated his contract. In late February 2019, R. Kelly was arrested on new charges, further complicating his legal battles. His bail was set at $1 million, and it took several days for him to secure the necessary funds. Even then, reports suggested that the money came from a woman named Valencia Love, whose relationship to Kelly remains unclear. Meanwhile, his ex-wife Andrea filed a lawsuit seeking unpaid child support while Kelly was in jail. By 2023, federal prosecutors were seeking to garnish R. Kelly's music royalties to compensate two of his victims, potentially leaving his record label liable for significant payments. The ongoing legal battles and financial struggles serve as a cautionary tale of the consequences of alleged misconduct and mismanagement within the music industry. R. Kelly's real estate ventures have been as tumultuous as his legal and financial affairs, marked by purchases, sales, foreclosures, and legal disputes. In 1994, Kelly acquired an 8,400-square-foot mansion in Chicago's Lakeview neighborhood for $1.107 million. This historic property, dating back to the early 1900s, served as his residence until 2002, when he sold it for $2.25 million, making a significant profit. Subsequently, in 1997, Kelly purchased a 4-acre lakefront property in the Chicago suburbs of Olympia Fields, where he built a lavish 14,000-square-foot mansion known as the Chocolate Factory. The mansion boasted 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, an indoor pool, a home theater, and a basketball court. Despite its opulence, Kelly faced legal challenges from neighbors, including parking his tour bus illegally, constructing a guardhouse without a permit, and breeding dogs on the property. During his ownership, Kelly carried a substantial mortgage of nearly $3 million owed to J.P. Morgan Chase Bank. However, he reportedly fell behind on mortgage payments, prompting foreclosure proceedings in July 2011. Despite a foreclosure auction in March 2013, where J.P. Morgan bid $950,000, the bank ultimately offloaded the property in November 2013 for $587,500. The buyer, singer Rudolph Isley, renamed the property the Isley Estate. In 2024, following Rudolph Isley's passing, his widow listed the Isley Estate for sale at $3.49 million, highlighting the property's turbulent history. Apart from these mansions, R. Kelly's other residences, including a home in Atlanta and a condo in Chicago's Trump International, were rented. However, in 2018, he faced eviction from 2 Atlanta area homes due to failure to pay over $30,000 in back rent and fees. These real estate endeavors provide a glimpse into the complexities of R. Kelly's personal and financial life, characterized by both success and turmoil.